essentially they bought high with the attempt of selling higher. Well, that's not sustainable. And if you lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, you would be as mad as I was. That's right. And if you have a third, fourth equity line, come on. My neighbors, blue-collar, uneducated people back in California, because my wife and I were young, we were buying our first home, and we bought a beautiful little place. We had a great time there. But, other people lived in the neighborhood for 25 years. They paid hardly anything for their house, right? So they still lived there. And what they did is they just took out loans and bought themselves Cadillac Escalades. I'm like, dude, you're a blue-collar guy with no education. You don't make that much money. You're not supposed to be driving the Cadillac Escalade. Oh, that's cool, though. I took it out of my house. Yeah, it's not cool because you don't plan on moving out of your house. Oh, but I have $300,000 in equity in my house. Yeah, I understand that, but it's a loan. You don't understand it. You see what I mean? This is what Americans were doing. If you lived in America, probably 4 people on your street drove Cadillac Escalades. Right? And none of them had anything beyond a high school education. Yet they had spinning wheels and an Alpine stereo system, pearl white paint, tinted windows, had their initials embroidered into the seats. And the whole thing is on equity line of credit or something, right? Just like, that's how the world was. So it doesn't work that way, guys. Okay? So when the yield curve inverts, the economy is sick. You got 12 to 18 months to get the hell out before it crashes. Do you hear me? You have a year to get the hell out. You know what I told boot campers back then? I told them the stock market's going to crash within about a year. The real estate market is going to crash in about a year. I'm going to sell my house within the year. I'm going to sell my stock market, my stock portfolio within a year. Because within a year, it's going to crash. Total house of cards. And I did. So I put my money where my mouth is. And that's a fact, Jack. So let's see what happens. A year goes by. Oh, crap. You can see things started to really go bad, right? Look at this. Let's do the first half of 2007. Radical difference here, eh? Oh, right? And then signs of trouble. All right, so you're an expert in technical analysis, right? How do you trade a double top on the S&P 500? Assuming you figured it was going to fall anyways. Okay? I'll tell you what, if you were in boot camp back in the day, we had this set up on I think it was a weekly chart. We had it as a head and shoulders. You see this line right here? That little dip? We cheered in boot camp when it broke that line. You see? We cheered when the S&P 500 started crashing. Why would we cheer? It's 6 months to a year in advance. And then it double topped. Then it made a lower low. And what do you do? Tell me, Mr. or Miss Technician. What do you do after a double top and then a lower low? What has crazy Uncle Wayne taught you? No. No, come on, be specific. What kind of a 1, 2, 3 reversal? Look it. Down, 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 up, up. Sell everything you got. And pound yen dropped 1,000 pips a day. But now look at watch the yield curve now. Can you see it? Well, something is drastically happening, right? Notice, all you had to do was see that. You and everybody on this planet should have known what to do in early 2007. It was absolutely clear as day. And all the losers on television were telling you to buy. And every day in boot camp, we read the newspapers and I explained why they were wrong. And it's that easy, and yet nobody saw it coming except boot campers and one or two people in the media. Very few, right? Now watch the yield curve. I can't